Adam.
World Cup, mate.
Yeah, it was a ball fest, wasn't it? I mean, the first half, there was nothing really to go off that. I don't know about you, but I never felt that we were going to score. It just didn't feel like it was. Wolves looking dangerous on the counter as always. You know what to expect from them. Gave us a few nervy moments, but we defended well, apart from one chance. But we just, the creation, and I know, yes, Fernandes is in there, but we can't just wave a wand and expect him to just change all our fortunes with the other players that we got. No,
I mean, we know all too well about Wolves, mate. We've had some bad nights against this lot here. We've still not beat them, have we, in the league? I think both teams were crap. There was no intent for either team to score. I think they were happy with a draw, and we just played into their hands. They were thinking, we'll just give them the ball. Then we sat back even deeper for some reason. Had no intent going forward at all. You know how I feel about Martial with this team around him. He ain't a number 9 with this team around him. He needs better players around him to play his game.
What do you think of his performance though individually today?
Crap. He didn't do the basics well. To be honest, he's not the only one who was poor today. But Martial, as a number 9, carrying this lot, it's never going to work. And that's not all his fault. It's not all his fault because there are some players out and we are struggling now. He's big time struggling.
Can Igalo come into that and make a change? I know it was with all the hype that went around that and we just couldn't believe it. God. But the fact that he is here, when you look at what we've got there and you look at what Martial's lacking, is it something that Odion Igalo could come in and fill a void?
Well, it's one of them, innit? He had one crazy season at Watford and then he went and seen the money and went over to China. You could look at it as a negative side, say he's probably third tier striker. He's not even in the top 40 strikers in the world, so why are United going for him? And then you go, well, this is the guy who's got Golden Boot at African Cup of Nations, the guy who's the leading goal scorer in the build-up and the qualifying of African Cup of Nations, ahead of the likes of Salah. He has got something there in him, and for me it's a free hit because it's on loan.
We need a different option, don't we?
He goes at the end of the season, and he can head a ball where Martial can't. He could probably hold the ball up better than Martial. You know what I mean? But he's sort of like a desperate shout, wasn't it? It just cries out desperation. But
Andreas Pereira today.
Oh, mate,
there was ironic cheers when...
Move on. You know
what, him to move on as in leave? Or?
Oh, mate, we don't even need to talk about him, do we? He's just he's pathetic. He's the worst player I've ever seen. How the hell do United end up with the worst South Americans in the world ever? I don't know what it is with this club. We just don't get a good Brazilian at this team. And today, he was just, I don't know what he does, mate, but constantly give the ball away. And it took Harry Maguire to grab the ball off him at that free kick and have a word with him and move him away. Where's the discipline in the squad to say, look, you are not good enough to take this free kick? How has Ollie not got into this player's head to say, look, there is a ranking here, you're just literally here. He's making him think like he's part of this team and like he's one of the players going to take us forward. He's not. He's nowhere near the quality that we need. And you know what, Bruno today, for what he did, showed how to play simple, because that's all he could do today, Bruno. He couldn't do anything spectacular. I think I was counting maybe 4 shots on target, 3 of them were from Bruno, and he really didn't do much else, did he? I mean, he was just playing his game.
Difficult game for him to really grab it by the scruff of the net. I mean, I was looking at him trying to look forward and look into spaces, and the runs just wasn't there. Wolves were just compact. And then, like we were saying, he had that chat with James probably 2 or 3 times. He's saying, go round, run in behind, I'll find you.
That's it. It's like you said, it's levels, isn't there? There's levels. He's the player that we need, but right now we're crying out for someone to get back fit, aren't we? We're crying out for a McTominay. You know what I mean? I don't like Matic. You know I don't like Matic, but I give him a left nut to have that guy back in that team instead of Pereira right now. You know what I mean? He's composed on the ball. He can actually
would that help Bruno if Matic come back in?
It will free Bruno up, that sort of player. McTominay would free Bruno up. But when you've got the likes of Fred who does his thing, but Fred works alongside a better player, he would be perfect in a role with Bruno, with a McTominay, and then maybe playing the Pogba further upfield. I know the Pogba issue is a whole different story, but why not just say, Ollie just needs to get hold of him when he comes back and just say, now Pogba, just give us what you've got to the end of the season. Get us, win us Europa League, get us in top 4, do whatever. Just do what you can, then you can go in the summer. Bruno needs to be working with that type of player. That's what he needs right now to show. I mean, he's tore up the Portuguese league. I mean, we've got a squad there that probably wouldn't even compete in that league, and that's what he's coming into now. That's our sort of standard right now. We're just not good enough. The players are nowhere near good enough. And then you can go into the tactics again today.
Late substitutions, tactics,
Shit.
or what?
Shit, that man. I don't know what that was all about. Why bring on 2 players?
Saying that lot should have scored right at the
He
death.
should have scored, mate. But why is it him, a defender in the box at the end? What's that scattergun? You know what I mean? It's just like throw everything forward last minute. You know what I mean? I think why Brandon Williams wasn't playing today, although Luke Shaw did put a little faith back in me with the way he handled Traore today, was superb.
Yeah.
Him and Fred sort of nullified him completely. And like I said against City, I ain't got an issue with the defence at the moment.
Yeah. That's not a problem.
Holding midfielders, Fred's doing his own, he's getting better and better. But as soon as you get over that halfway line, the team just falls to pieces completely. Bruno needs to be up there, Pogba needs to be up there. We're crying. Rashford, I don't expect to see him back all season. I don't even want him to see him all season. I want him to be fully recovered and back fully fit next season. It's unfair on him if he does come back this year, because we know what that injury is. And if Ollie rushes him back, then that's another bad point in Ollie's for me. But Martial, I'm struggling with him, mate. I really am at the moment. Whether he's going to be better with better players around him, I don't know. But right now, we need our senior players to step up. But all the senior players are disappearing, mate. We ain't got anyone there. Who are you looking on that pitch to try and drag that game? Grab it by the scruff of the neck.
We spoke about Bruno coming in and being a leader and leading by example. We don't have players just come.
Away. We spoke about this last week. You cannot expect him to pull up trees straight away. And you can already see the issues that he's having after one game. You know what I mean? For him to have, there was nothing clear cut. There was no clear cut chances created. Everything was speculative. Everything was from him. Literally from him. Mato played his part in there. And then, again, you're coming up to Martial, just hold it, Martial, do something for us.
He didn't do the basics right today, did he?
Did he have a shot?
I
don't think he played a key pass. I'm scratching my head with him, I really am. I want him, and I don't want him. I'm not like one of these, he's not good enough, I want him out of the club. I want him to try and change it up. I mean, Ollie should be getting into his head and disciplining him. His discipline is shocking. He's never been near the 6-yard box. It's number 9, just get in the box and see what happens. Greenwood comes on and does that straight away. He's in the mix, and Tony's just hovering around outside doing nothing. But that comes from the management side and the coaching as well. You know what I mean? They have to be disciplined. They have to be told that, look, just do this job for us. We need a selfish centre forward. If Igalo's that, I haven't got a clue, mate. I don't know. We're not going to probably see him until after the Chelsea game. I don't think he's even going to be fit enough. So, again,
jury's out on it. Yeah.
Could these transfers have been done at the start of January, then we wouldn't be in this mess. We could be in the Carabao Cup final if these transfers were done sooner. You know what I mean? That little bit of difference, waiting until last minutes of January, and then now we're dealing with this. We've got a 2-week break, then it's Chelsea away. If we don't win that, top 4's finished, isn't it? It's done dusted.
Nice one, bro. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.